set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball. Next on the show.
21 Chicago Cubs.
Zach Davies, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink, has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all four of his pitches, not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him, completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He won the National League Hank Aaron Award last year. That goes to the best offensive player in the league, hands down. That's why the award is there. And he was so deserving. He's a heck of a hitter.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he looks at a curveball that falls in 1-1. Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature. Outside 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Too low, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Payoff pitch one more time. And another foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. And Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not have.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Kyle Wright, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Ian Happ is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say, sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Ian Happ is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. Wilson Contreras comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
All even now, 2-2. Three and 2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson picks it up, and that's the second out.
Batting third.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
So no need to wait, as here he is as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Swanson scoops it up. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still no score. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Now here it comes. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate, Austin Reilly. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1-1 the count.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peterson has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he scurries back to first base safely.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Guillermo Heredia.
Now at the plate, Guillermo Heredia. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And that misses ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive base hit. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in to in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Into the box now, Kyle Wright, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 2 left for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Chris Bryant.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Batting 5th.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one. calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Batting 6. The shortstop.
So to get his day started at the plate, Javier Baez trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Batting 7. The right fielder.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Peterson is off of first with 2 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to Jason Hayward. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Heredia gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzy Albies.
The second baseman.
First pitch coming.
Ozzy
Here it is.
Albies.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And he falls behind 0-2. The pitch.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. And he will hustle back to first as he thinks better of trying to move up. Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning. And that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. He's set. Here it comes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit in the air to center field. Happ finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Braves strand 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard.
The second baseman, Eric Sogard.
First offering on its way. And it looks like that'll put him into the hit column here as this is into left field, a base hit.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
In now, Zach Davies. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. One-oh count. Here it is. Fouled away. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Albies onto the grass. He's there and records the first out.
The center fielder, number 8.
So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. To second for 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and now it'll be the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Now batting, the third baseman, Austin.
Next up, Austin Reilly. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Peterson has a read on it. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
In for strike 2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to hit is the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
The catcher, Wilson Contreras.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Oh, not what you want to be doing on 2-0. Back to 2-1 now. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping in once again is Anthony Rizzo. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
The 0-1 pitch.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 2-1 on its way. Into center field, line drive base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Chris Bryant now. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Contreras rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now he's safe at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The left fielder, number 24, John Peterson.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 3-1 pitch. And this one misses for ball 4, and now that'll load him up here with nobody out.
And things are not looking good here in the fourth inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Now to the plate, Javier Baez hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Drilled right back up the middle. Over to Albies. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Now batting, right field.
A base is loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Now the 1-0.
Hey, that's a huge double play to settle everybody down right now. Giving up a few early runs. Let's see if he can get out of this inning and regroup.
Changeup just off to Black, and it's 2-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4 full. It's the Cubs 2 and the Braves nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Kyle Wright.
The pitcher, number 30.
Hit out towards second. Fielded by Sogard. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
So up steps Ozzy Albies. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
The batter, number 7. Dansby Swanson.
To the plate now, Dansby Swanson, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Runners on the move for second. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different...
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. Albies is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 1-run ball game. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And now a soft liner to the left side. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In under the hands with the fastball. It's 1-2. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Braves 1. Now into the box, Eric Sogard, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Eric Sogard.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the pitcher, Zach Davies.
So the next to bat will be Zach Davies. He flew out in his last AB. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. Davies are in front 2-1, and that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. A ball and 2 strikes now.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here he comes again, 1-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Hit back toward the mound. There's Sogard for 1. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
At the plate now, Austin Reilly. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And he fouls this one off. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward, but he can't get there as it rolls toward the corner. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Ronald Acuna stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Reilly at second with 2 down. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Clearly fired. More fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Into the bleachers, and gone. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Bryce Wilson takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 46.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate.
Now back
as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
Scooped up. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get the third, and he made it happen.
So now to the plate, Jock Peterson. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Couple of walks for him thus far. 1-0 delivery. High chopper over to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He's lined out and hit into a double play in his first 2 trips. Now the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We're through 6 full. The Cubs are on top 4-1. Striding in is Guillermo Heredia. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. High in the air out to center field. Howe has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, number 46.
Ender Inciarte will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away.
Number 11.
First offering on its way. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzy Albies.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzy Albies. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the AB on its way. Back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-Roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning starting.
Dansby Swanson stands in as he looks at a called strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
The next 0-2. Hit out towards second. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail it 4-1. Tyler Matzek will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 68.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
The right fielder, Jason.
From the stretch.
Hayward.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Hit on the ground out to short. And there's 1 down now.
The batter, number 4.
Digging in next, Eric Sogard. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
Slider laid off for a ball. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away. And now the Cubs pitcher, Zach Davies. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
David Bodie is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 1-0. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Giving chase is Heredia. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 4-1. Jason Adam will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 60, Jason.
So here is Freddie Freeman lifetime against this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Freddie Freeman.
Lifted down the line in left. The 1-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Just hung in there on that one.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Marcell Ozuna is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2.
No strike.
2 balls and a strike now.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder. Travis d'Arnaud waits on deck. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now back
Into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat, ball 1. Adam is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than 1 occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out. Well, tying run on deck, he should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Up next for Atlanta, the 3rd baseman,
Next up is Austin Reilly. He doubled his last time through. Now the first pitch. Has a look. Now the pitch.
No, that's low.
A ball and two strikes. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Their count now at 2-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Braves strand one, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. A.J. Minter will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Number 33, A.J.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder Ian Happ.
Leading off for the Cubs, the center fielder.
First delivery to him. In there, 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 2-1. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now the pitch. Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Three and 1. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. The 3-1. Ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
First offering on its way. Contreras stands at first with 1 out. And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys.
Now batting.
Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
2 out with the man at first. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little